On today's show, we're going to be working with an agency that helps you get around town. The staff here works 21 hours a day, 359 days per year. Do you know where I am today?
I'm Brian Phillips. On most days, I work in an office for the Ames City Manager. Since starting here, I've learned a lot about the different jobs city employees have. Many of them you might see every day. Others work behind the scenes to provide quality programs and exceptional service to the community. And that's why I'm here, to experience the different jobs the City of Ames has to offer. You never know where I'll go next.
CyRide provides those who live in and visit the city with a safe, convenient, and energy-saving mass transit system. 160 employees and 93 buses served over 6.5 million passengers in the 2014 fiscal year. Today, we'll take a closer look at what goes into getting buses ready for their daily routes. Good morning, Sherry.
Hi, Brian. How are you?
I'm great. It's good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you.
So tell me a little bit about where we're standing. Is this a new part of the building?
This is a new part of the building that we just finished up this last spring, and it actually was supposed to hold 11 vehicles, and we've been able to put actually 14 in. So unfortunately, that still leaves us with about 5 or 6 parked outside on a nightly basis, but it's been a great improvement for our facility in this last year.
So what other changes has CyRide seen in the last couple of years?
Well, one, along with this construction, we also did flood protection. If you remember, our facility flooded back in 2010. So as part of this construction, we built a kind of retaining wall around the building. So, you know, if it ever does flood again here in Ames, we, in all essence, should be able to be flood proof and not have water into our facility again, which is really great. On top of that, obviously, our ridership growth is probably the big story for CyRide right now. Last year we had a record on record, over 12% increase just in 1 year alone, and that's really attributed to obviously the enrollment increases at Iowa State, but also the weather. Those are 2 factors that tend to make our ridership increase, and we had a particularly hard winter last year, which allowed a lot more people to use the buses. So kind of had a double whammy, if you want to call it that, last year with a 12% ridership increase. This year we're seeing about a 5% increase, which will put us right about 7 million rides provided this year.
So what kind of constraints does that put on the CyRide system?
Well, obviously the constraints with the fleet, and we're standing here and we still have buses parked outside. We did just purchase 5 more used buses that we will refurbish and have ready to go for next fall for any increases that we would see then. Obviously drivers, we're always short drivers, so anybody that would like to drive, we would love to have them come drive for CyRide. So those are probably the 2 main constraints that we have as we continue to grow.
So I understand today I'm going to be helping out the lane workers. What exactly does that entail?
Lane workers, a couple of different jobs within that. One is obviously each night they fuel and get the buses ready to go for the next morning, put them away in the parking, park them in the facility. But then in the morning we kind of have the reverse, where we have a lane worker help to kind of unpack the vehicles so that the drivers can more quickly get into their vehicles and get out and provide service to the community.
Okay. Well, I'm excited to see how it works. I'll follow you if you want to lead the way.
Great, let's go.
Okay. Hey Joe, good morning.
Hi Brian.
I'm here to help you get the buses started. So what's the first thing we need to do here?
Well, the fuel lane back here, what we're going to do is check the fluids before we move it back to fuel it.
Okay, sounds good. How do we do that?
Just raise this hood up here.
Okay.
Just pull it up, there you go. And here's a rag, and here's your oil stick.
Okay.
And that's going to be your transmission. You twist it and pull it back out.
So just like a car, only
it's a
really
little longer. Yep.
Okay. So clean it off and then
pull it out again and see what you got on your stick. Sometimes when it goes down that tube, it hits a spot where it gets tight. So, and here, let me get right on here. Yeah, turn it over. That's good. You're
Okay.
good. And then same with the transmission fluid. And
Okay, is
that's
that
all,
this one right
yeah,
here?
twist that one. And that's a long one. So you kind of put a loop in it about halfway out, and you can
Like
grab
that?
it. Yeah. Grab it like that. Then it's easier to read without getting a face full.
Alright. Our loop. And how's that look?
As long as you got some shine, yeah, that's
Yep.
good. All right, just set that back in there and twist that knot there, or the end of it a little bit.
Okay.
All right, and then we're gonna check the antifreeze. And with this here, sometimes you can see it with the sight glass, through the sight glass, and sometimes you can't, but you always release the pressure on it.
Oh,
Sometimes
is that what that is?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you just twist that open, just the one piece, and then push the other one back, and flip the other door open. And so you've got antifreeze up there.
So there's enough in there?
Yeah, yeah, it's above the sight glass here.
Okay.
It's between the two, actually, is what it is.
So that one's okay?
Right? We don't need any fluid in that.
Okay. Yep. All right, what's next?
Then you can lower that lid,
Okay.
door lid, and then we would come on up in the bus here, and like I said, we'll. What I do is like get on the bus and then just walk through, check the windows, and make sure the roof vents are closed,
Okay.
so we don't get any water in here when it goes through the wash. And then, like I said, when you come through, you kind of glance at your schedules, trash can, see how much is there, and
Checking
those.
schedules here.
You check your paper toweling, your write-up forms for the buses,
Okay.
and if you want to back it up.
All right, I'm going to back it up.
All right.
So push to release, parking brake. There we go. And we're in reverse. And he's back there. We're just following this yellow line.
Yeah, get your butt over a little bit. Over a little bit. There you go. Come on. Come on. All right. Come on.
I'm probably going a little slow, huh?
And when you get close, that's good.
That's good.
And it leaked off again. That's all right. Just set
Parking
your
brake?
brake, put it in reverse, put it in neutral. You can go ahead and fuel this one.
Okay. Okay. This is the fuel door here?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay.
Just like that. Flip the fuel cap over
Okay.
and set your hose in. And then you're going to set it in there, get your mileage off the hub there again.
Okay.
That'll be all right.
27909.
And then you write that on the sheet there.
Okay.
What 423 is that?
It's right here. 2709.
909, I think you said?
Yep.
Yep. And that one is the first lever. Just
Okay.
towards you. There you go.
push
Push
it
that down. And then you can
That'll
set this
reset.
one, set that on too.
How many gallons does a bus hold?
They vary. There's 100 gallon tanks on the buses.
Okay, so that's fueling.
Yep. And then if it just averages about between 30 and 40 gallons.
Okay.
So.
So it's got some left over from
Yeah.
yesterday's rounds.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then the other thing was, I need to check the antifreeze on this side.
Okay.
See that?
Oh,
That might have been a short trip.
Well, still going.
Got the hose, had the hose too far forward, and it hits.
Oh, I see.
It's taking fuel faster than it's allowing it to. Shuts it off.
So we're checking antifreeze in here.
real reservoir for it over here too.
Okay.
That one could stand just a very little, but see, there's not very much in that. And
Okay.
all right, this, if it fills and overflows, that's all right. It's not going to take a lot. It's just. Oop.
Right about there.
Okay, just let go of this, or there's a little thing on your handle here. This catches.
Okay.
That'll shut it off. Otherwise, it's gonna.
It's gonna keep pumping.
Yep. That's good. All right. And you just close that up and hang this back up.
Okay. Just turn this handle,
That key, yeah.
the key. Okay, that's
Did you
close
get them
up.
both?
Yep.
All right. And then you just 33/8 and write that down. Shut this off.
33 and an eighth.
0.8, yeah.
0.8. Okay. Okay.
Okay. And then we just hang your hose up again and close that fuel door.
Okay.
Okay. And now we go on the bus and with our little broom and sweep it out.
Okay. Okay, so we set up a couple of buses to get them ready to go for the day, but now I understand we have to air up all of the buses?
Yeah, it's a lot of them, they don't all leak off, but they have to have 100 pounds of air in them for a lot of the stuff to work.
So
inside.
what kind of things need the air?
Compressors, the seats, for brake setup, for everything for the brake unit stuff.
Okay, so we just connect the hoses to the buses and that's
That's all
what
we do.
All right, I'll follow you if you want to show me how
All
it
right,
works.
well, we can do this starting in the back here.
Okay.
And this has got, turn the valve on and
Okay.
stick that over to that first bus,
Up here?
the other one.
Oh, the other one.
Not right in the back there.
In the back.
Right on top, yeah, on the back, by your head. Nope, too far over. That little door,
This?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Some of them are marked, some aren't. The decal comes off and you lose them, and this is another, this is gonna be
And
another
that's all
one.
it takes?
That's it.
All right.
And I work my way forward, or I usually work my way back, and then I go outside and start the buses outside.
Okay. Are there others to do?
You gotta do the second one here, and this one here.
Okay. So how much air do the buses need?
Well, about 100, 100, 110,
PSI?
yeah.
Okay.
And that'll hold till they get it started and get out of here, and then it'll build up to 120.
So it takes about 5-10 minutes for them to fill up?
Yeah, when you hear this one making noise,
Mhm.
it's full.
Okay.
Sometimes it'll just Some of them won't make any noise at all. They'll just sit quiet. Okay, I gotta go back in the other part there. In the maze.
Okay.
Do the ones in the older part again.
So when you look inside the buses, what are you looking at? Are you looking at the gauge?
Yeah. Well, no, these are a little bit harder to see because they're on this panel here.
Okay.
But it's right there.
Okay, and so you're looking for it to be about 100?
Yeah, 100 and 110.
Okay.
Well, the other buses, it's got a bigger gauge like I showed you. Those are easier to read when
Sure.
you're just walking by them.
Okay.
But I need to go back over that way. Gotta get the hose off the first one. That one on the front of the bus.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, that one, take that one off.
So Joe, how many have we filled up?
Around 60.
Around 60?
Yeah. Morning.
And after you've done this a couple hundred times, you sort of figure out which ones you've done and
Oh yeah.
you figure out a system?
Yeah, it's just, I say, when I come over here, I start on that wall, do the first two, and I work my way from the back to the front, and I come up this side and then go outside and
see.
start those. And then I got those back there, I aired up, and then I go back and transfer the hose over to another bus.
So we don't have enough room in the garage area to fit all the buses overnight?
No.
How many have to stay outside?
So there's 6 of them out there now.
Okay.
Usually it's 6.
Are those harder to work on because they're outside in the winter?
No, it's just the older buses, I think.
Oh, okay.
There are plug-ins on them where they can plug in, and heat has a water heater on it and keeps the water warm enough so when you start the bus, it's not going to make it turn hard, you know, water and oil.
But there are so many buses in here already. They're really packed in together pretty tightly.
There's not much room for it.
No, it's tough to get
Not
around.
40 footers anyway.
Uh-huh.
You know, and then they've got the mini buses parked in here, 4 company cars they got in here, so it's a full house at night.
Yeah.
You know, and then you see what happens if they don't give me enough room. Then you actually do extra work because you got to walk around 2 buses instead of one to get back to the one that you want to do.
Yeah.
Anyway, we got air.
Does that sound one that's full?
That sounded like it was ready to pull the hose off. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Joe, so we've got all the buses aired up out front. We're coming back here to the bus wash, and we're going to run this bus through?
Yes, we are.
Okay, so what are the steps here?
Well, you're going to close your doors for sure.
Okay.
So you're gonna have to flip that valve back there.
Okay.
Again.
All right.
And start your bus.
Okay.
Just push the button down. Okay.
Parking brake.
Just your parking brake. We're gonna drive. And just
Ready to go?
roll up till the red light comes on. Okay. Now let the soap go first. All right.
And then we
you
just kind
kinda
of
let
slowly go through.
I let it all through it out. Just kind of ride the brake a little bit there. And you don't have to really stir it. Just kind of, you got to hang on to the wheel, but you have to slow it down just a little bit there. Okay. And when you get up past this other brush here, there's a line of showers. Spray right here, that's load of spray. Wait till that comes out, it'll kick on automatically with its sensor.
Okay, so that'll be our rinse.
Yeah, and they let it rinse the windshield a little bit. Okay, then stop a little bit. And just roll forward, just roll forward a little bit. So you get a good cover of water on the windshield there. That should be good for right now.
That's all right.
All right, and when you go through, you kind of favor that yellow line there. That's so you're gonna try and keep your eye on a spot. Because there's a flash, see it flashing up in the mirror there?
Yeah, I see that.
That's the back brush washing the back of the bus.
Oh, okay.
And now you roll forward again, you're going to get another yellow one, another blinking. Okay, then
Stop.
Yeah. And when the light stops blinking, then you just kind of roll through slow so it gets rinsed off on the back.
Okay.
And when you go through, watch your yellow line there.
Yep.
Keep your.
Okay over there.
Yeah, you're all right there. As long as you keep your left side on that line, you're all right.
Okay.
And just kind of roll up and around the corner there like we did.
All right, Joe, so I understand now that all the buses are out, we've got to clean the floor?
Yes, we got to scrub the oil spots up and get
Okay.
a lot of the loose dust and dirt up, because when the buses come through, it's all floating in the air.
Sure, yeah.
So we want to get most of it up so you're not breathing it all the time.
Okay.
Sometimes we get a lot of dust, I just use the hoses, fire hoses, and squirt the floors down and then squeegee you later with this.
Okay.
So
So how does this beast work?
All right, you turn the key on.
Okay.
And let the battery will shine up and water gauge will show.
Okay, yeah,
all
I
right,
see that.
you're good there. Now you just need to push this button
Okay.
and this other one. 'Cause usually that red light will shine up in there. See, everything's running right
Okay.
now. So
now
when
we
you
can start
stir it,
going?
just kind of go slow with it there, because it's really active. And just go back the other way with it. And you want to stay off the grate still.
Sure.
So just start turning yourself that way, and you'll see you're leaving a little bit of a water trail. And that's
Is that what we want?
yeah, you're going to be vacuuming that up. But you see how it stirs so
Yeah.
you just kind of get used to it, and then just keep your edge of it. There you go. See, like the grate, those smaller grates, I'll stay along the edge of that.
Oh, so
And the
over on
big
this
one,
side?
yeah. Just go on the other side there.
Okay.
There you go. Now just follow that edge, and then just start turning around that one.
Okay.
There you go. I'm saying to start coming back in here.
Now where?
Now just kind of turn that way. Just keep turning it tight now. Turn it tight. You're doing fine. You're all right. Just keep turning tight, and then get your stuff lined up on that yellow line there.
Okay.
And you want to come on over on the closer to the
way?
walls. You want to kind of straddle that there. You're all right. You're all right. Now just hold it straight. There you go. Natural.
Okay.
He's gonna go.
Loop around?
You can go around her if you want and just make that loop there. Or you can go out towards that door there and just do the same thing. All right, now back up. Just back over and let the brushes fully clear it. You see you got your other soap.
Ah, okay.
Now just hit it again.
How's that?
That's good.
Good?
Good enough, yeah.
Okay, Joe, I think I've got the hang of this. If you want, I can finish up this segment of the garage and let you take a bit of a break.
Well, it works for me.
All right, thanks for your time today.
All
I really
right.
appreciate it.
You guys did a fine job. Thank
Thanks.
you.
Well, today we got to see a small part of what it takes to keep CyRide buses out on the roads. If you'd like more information about CyRide, visit www.cyride.com or give them a call at 515-292-1100. And be sure to tune in for the next Where's Brian, because you'll never know where I'll go next.
Did you want to pull one up, Brian?
Sure. The brake light's on, is that okay?
You got your foot on it.
Oh, there we go.
Everybody out.
That's it.
That's it. Brake set, everything's good.
Nobody even ring the bell. Woo-hoo-hoo! Yeah!
Brian!
Derek? He is like zooming everywhere. Where is he at? Where'd he go?
He's outside.
Where's outside?
That way, back
That
by
way?
the door, yeah.
Okay. I didn't even know this part of the building existed. I don't know how to work this. Don't put this in the show.